Morning, fellow Nigerians, brothers and sisters, my Dolite. I want to talk a little bit about the imperialistic government of Showaju Bola Tinubu. I think there's some external force that is involved in our government of Nigeria of today, because the Nigeria of today don't think about us. You know, they think about the foreign power that dictates for them how to treat their citizens. Because, you know, if Showaju Bola Tinubu has the courage, you know, to treat us right, I think he will lose favor from his Uncle Sam, who, put him in power. But having said that, you know, we have talked loud about the police conducts in this country. We also speak about the INEC. So many speculation about, the Electoral Commission representing the INEC in Edo State is a cousin to Wike the drunk or something like that. And then we also heard that the present commissioner of police, they were also classmates or whatever speculation. I don't believe in speculations, you know. I believe in truth. I believe in fact. And there's nothing wrong if anybody cousin is working with INEC, but there will be something wrong with us if we don't checkmate them. We need to checkmate them. Anybody can work for anybody, but we need to checkmate them. But the unfortunate part we are experiencing in Nigeria today is that we have very weak institutions, or we have no institution at all. Because if we have institution, we cannot be afraid of Wike the drunk to determine what happened in Edo State. We cannot be afraid of the police IG to determine what happened in Edo State. You see, the president of this country shouldn't be the one to appoint the INEC chairman, to appoint or extend the tenure of the IG Inspector General Police. That's why we are getting it wrong. As we speak today, Donald Trump was the president of America. The son was convicted. Biden's son was convicted. Donald Trump is still going on trial. Donald Trump has been convicted because, you know, there's nobody should be above the law. It's only in Nigeria where some people who are very high and mighty, who are bigger than the law. We have some people who are bigger than institutions, because Nigeria doesn't have institutions, men have institutions. That had to stop. So enough of this bigotry, enough of this noise we are making. We want the INEC to come out and reassure the citizens of Edo State. Because Edo State is very important. It's very important. We have a lot of issues that are not important. We cannot take this key state for granted, because you have so many enlightened people, so many educated people, so many activists there, so many people who can fuel, when I say fuel, who can put fire and matches on certain things until it start burning. What if it burns? What good does that do to us? And for those you who are just amassing money, judges, lawyers, police, soldiers, what country are you going to look for your children? In Benin, there's something we say in Benin. For those who have the privilege to understand Benin language, I would translate again in English. What that translates to is that you have an old man, like the Igbo will say Agadi, an old man, a respectable old man who has a mortar. He did not believe that there will be a reincarnation, that there's going to be life after death. He sold the mortar. He sold the mortar that, of course, he would use to pound a yam if there's, a reincarnation. So what am I saying? The INEC need to come back to reassure us that irrespective of Wike, irrespective of Showaju Bola Tinubu, that the election will be free and fair. We need reassurance. The police have to come out and reassure us. The military have to come out and reassure us. It shouldn't be cash and carry, because we are all going to pay the price of injustice tomorrow. Don't today. That's what I'm saying, right? So, finally, I'm going to attach a video to this, my broadcast, where a protest will carry out in Kenya, right? There were three protesters that's yet to be produced by the Acting Inspector General Police of Kenya to the court. You know what happened? After seven invitations, the Inspector General Police did not respect it. You know what happened? The Kenya judiciary system because they supersede every other police institution. The police were convicted. His sentence begins today to serve 6 months imprisonment as a deterrent for disrespecting the law. That is what we need in Nigeria. If you can convict Biden, the son of American president, Senate president, you can convict Donald Trump, the #1 president in the world. You can convict Asiwaju Bola Tinubu. You can convict his son. You can convict Oshomole. You can convict Esawolu. You can convict Ultimate Equal, because no man should be above the law. Until we start strengthening our institutions, knowing that our institutions are more powerful than men, we are going to be having the same problem. Because here, the DSS think that their allegiance is for Asiwaju Bola Tinubu. Who told you? You were wrong. Go and read your constitution. The IGP, the Federal Police think everything, the president Fabio with Alibaba and the 40 thieves. The unmerited senator said anything Asiwaju wanted to do, would do. If you want to jump, he would say, how hard do you want me to jump? You want me to die? I will die. You don't die for a president. You die for your nation. Your president is just one person among the citizens of this country. So, Nigerians are brilliant people. Nigerians are courageous people. Nigerians are beautiful people. Nigerians are wonderful people. But Nigeria had to come together for one purpose, to fight this criminal element, to fight these political bandits, to retire them from politics, so that we can regain our pride as a country, and then we can collectively again rebuild this country for the sake of our future. Enough is enough. Thank you, and share this video.
Tonight, the man in charge of the security of the country, Acting Inspector General of Police, Gilbert Masengeli, has been jailed for 6 months after he failed to honor court summons 7 times. Masengeli has been summoned by the court to explain the whereabouts of 3 missing men who were allegedly abducted by police in Kitengela. Masengeli has been ordered to avail himself to the Commissioner General of Prisons to serve his sentence, failure to which the Interior Cabinet Secretary Kithure Kindiki should enforce the order. The court has, however, given a 7-day grace period to the police boss to appear in court, failure to which the sentence commences.
The deliberate defiance of court orders brings impunity.
From the onset of the ruling, it was not business as usual.
Inconsistent with the purposes and the objects of the Constitution.
Justice Lawrence Mugambi spelling out the importance of all Kenyans adhering to the rule of law, and especially those bestowed with the duty of enforcing law and order.
In passing this sentence, I am conscious that it is directed to the highest ranked police officer in this country. That, however, cannot deter me from pursuing and standing firm in the defense of the aspirations of Kenyan people who decided at the time of enacting this constitution to have a country that is governed by adherence to the rule of law.
And with that, Justice Mugambi handed Acting Inspector General of Police his sentence for failing to honor court summons 7 times.
Gilbert Masengeli is sentenced to 6 months imprisonment. Mr. Masengeli is ordered to submit himself to the Commissioner General of Kenya Prisons to ensure that he is to be committed to a prison facility to commence serving sentence of the imprisonment imposed. In the event that he does not submit himself to the Commissioner General of Prison Service as ordered, the Cabinet Secretary for the National Interior must take all steps that are necessary and permissible in law to ensure Mr. Gilbert Masengeli is committed to prison.
The sentence will, however, commence after 7 days. Justice Mugambi has given Masengeli a 7-day grace period to appear and explain the whereabouts of an activist, Bob Njagi, and 2 brothers, Jamil Longton and Aslam Longton, who were allegedly abducted on August 19th. By people believed to be security officers.
The Acting Inspector General of Police can redeem himself and comply by availing himself before this court in person to answer to the issues he has been avoiding. In default, the sentence shall automatically become effective.
The Law Society of Kenya, which filed the case, has hailed the sentencing, saying the court had exercised its authority and that this should serve as a lesson to other public officials who defy court orders.
We are proud that this case will set a precedent for all public officers who hold those offices on behalf of the Kenyan people, that they have a duty to comply with court orders.
Today the court has given a new breath of life into our suit. We still are pursuing to get to the bottom of where the 3 Kenyans are, and we are still hopeful that we will find them alive.
The case will be heard on September 19th. Justice Mugambi has also directed that an application by Masengeli to challenge his conviction, filed on Thursday, will be heard on the same day. Meanwhile, Justice Mugambi has forgiven Police Commandant VIP Protection Unit Lazarus Opicho, who had made calls to his aides, inquiring about his movements. Opicho was pardoned after he apologized and stated that the calls were operational in nature and were not meant to intimidate the judge.